Hi, Tanya. You're the first one. Thank you. Give it a few, I guess, I hope. Good morning. How are you today? Hey, cuz. Creative Arts Weaver. Oh, I like it. And weirdly enough, I could say that. You know how it always end up... I like Creative Arts Weaver. I like the name change. Yes, you're already on the list. I'm telling you. Yeah, she'll be in soon too. Oh, did she message me? What did she say? Oh, that was you, Juan. I do not know. I actually need to get a new brace thing for my camera because it's just started doing that. It got knocked over and now it's like it'll just tip randomly. Just randomly. Okay, we'll just give it a bit of time, let it build. It's actually Intuitive Weaver. She's changed her name, but I like this Creative Arts Weaver. Hey guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was not feeling my strongest today. It's been a hard day. Just the energy was pretty intense today. So I've just had a bit of a rough go. But I've just been self-regulating, you know, like I'm just bringing it all back home and back to me. And just settling myself down so that I'm not... might need tightening. Yeah, that's what I think. So if it starts dropping down, we all know. I did tighten it up a bit, but I don't know what's doing that to the kids. Oh, thank you, Colour Moon. Yeah. It's not. It's just more, I was really enjoying my morning walks along the beach and just getting that beautiful source energy. I do have that, like I get up in the morning and just witness the sunrise, but it's like, you know, the beach is just down the road, but it's not the same. Getting that good start in the morning, now I just stand at the back porch and go, oh, how nice. It just gets a little tough, that's all. It's, hi, Shao, how are you? It is just a little full-on energetically in the world, like the consciousness of the world is changing. And for me, I'm sensitive to all the shifts, and there's been some big ones. Oh, hi, Kaz. Yeah, I'm good. I'm actually pretty good, guys. It's just the energy. If you feel like I was saying I was not feeling great, just the energy's been full on. yeah, you know that's Hawaii, eh? Kia ora, Alicia. Sorry, it's just a... Hi, guys. So, as you guys know, I do have... I've got 2 bags of crystals here that I'm giving away tonight because I'm doing a few lives this week since I'm on isolation. So every time I go live, I'll be giving away more crystals. So I'm going to give a free personal reading to the top gifter tonight. And just I've got a few other things that I might randomly pull out. I've got a lot of stuff because I'm in the process of moving, or we will be moving soon, hopefully, that I have to actually reduce because I've actually collected a lot. And so I just wanted to share some love here on my TikTok with all my lovely followers and everyone that comes into the lives and shares a little bit of space with me. and give back for all the likes, follows, and shares that I get, and comments. I get some beautiful, you know, like, one thing that I've had to get used to about being sort of out there and doing this kind of work, because it is like work, guys. it's a lot of work. Is the beautiful some beautiful people that you meet, and the beautiful things they say about you, and you kind of just do a lot of the healing stuff, or in the reading the cards, but it's just like healing your wider, or healing your spirit at the same time, and having people say beautiful things to me. I've actually had to learn to accept that about myself, you know, because a lot of times I'm like, oh no, it's okay. But some people say some beautiful things, and I get that daily, like it's a daily thing, reaching out and just for that moment, taking a moment in their day to share some love and support with me, and say something nice to me, or just encourage me and support me. And so I do appreciate that, to all the people that have been there for me and supported me on my spiritual journey, way back, even back in Facebook times where I was just doing lives on Facebook. All my lovely followers that have come across and watched me here and supported me on all platforms. So it's been really nice. I'm really bad at social media management, by the way. So I do have Instagram and YouTube and all that stuff, but I get really caught up in a lot of readings and energy work, because it's almost like, I don't want to make it seem negative, but there's a lot of unhealed people out there that are really needing, you know, attention. And so, you know, it does end up occupying a lot of your time, you know, so it gets pretty full on. And some days, you know, like I would go live all the time, but for me, I have to replenish and restore my energy, because I go 100% in, you know. Even for one card readings, you guys see me, one card reading, I'll still give you what I can from one card. You know, because that's just what I do. I've never known how to just say, oh, you know, Page of Wands, it means a message is coming in, and then put the card down and then cut you off and move on. I could never do that. Because I know if I was seeking a message, I would want a little bit of something to grip my teeth into, you know. I'd want a little bit of something. So that's why I do a little bit more deeper. So I do it from my soul to your soul. And I've started, instead of just visualizing what I do, my process on how I connect with your energy, I share it so that we can all, you know, get into that process of opening up and connecting in, and to weaving our energies in a way that is harmonious, and seeing what's there, what needs to be said and what needs to be known towards you and towards your healing, or the situation you may find yourself in, or guidance, or just anything, just a moment. Oh, thank you. I appreciate your light and guidance always. Thank you. Thank you, Shell. I appreciate that. Hi, guys. If you're coming in for a reading, please use your manners. Say hi to me, or, you know. Oh, thank you. It's never a scamming. Never. You freely get my healing, Autumn. Thank you for coming in. Oh, Blazy, you want a reading, darling? You want a card? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Kia ora, lovely Naz. Kia ora, kia ora. Am I on the list? Yes, you can go on the list if you would like. Of course. All good, Natalie. Take your time. I'm probably going to be here for a couple of hours. Hi, guys. Hi. Whew. Thank you for the gifts. So tonight I'm doing the top gifter gets a free personal reading with me, which is an hour long, in-depth reading. And we really look at how we find a way through things, because you know what, one of my friends here on TikTok, Key of Truth Academy, if you don't follow her, please follow her. She's awesome. She put up a very quick clip today, and I really needed it because my energy was just being heavy today. And it was war tanks, you know, there's all these war tanks coming down. And you see this little man on his motorbike, and he's just zipping through the war tanks and getting through the blockage or the blockade and just finding his way through. And I said, I really needed that. That was such a great message to just put out there and for me to see it, because I was like, wow, I needed that. Just a little bit of hope today. I read for a lovely lady today. She was absolutely beautiful. I don't know if she's out there in the world of TikTok. And there was a moment there where I saw her light come on, and she didn't realize how radiant she was. So beautiful when she rediscovered her own light. And it was just like, wow, you know, people don't even know how beautiful they are in their soul space. Yes, Teatify. Oh, you just, if you want a personal reading, oh, sorry, if you want a quick reading tonight, just refer to my mods. It'll be at Creative Arts Weaver and Ash Reeves 17. How are you feeling today? Just a little bit dense, Autumn, to be honest. Yeah, I had to consult with the great guru over there, Naz T80. Follow him, guys. Great healer. And just recalibrate. Just put things into perspective, I think, right? Showing me a way through too. So it's been nice. And you know what? It's really weird because I've had a lot of people reach out for help, but I've also had a lot of people just randomly reach out and give me, like, just saying to me, I'm sending you love and blessings today. And you know what? Usually I would say, no, it's okay, you know, I'll give it back to you. But I actually really needed it today. I don't know why. I think the energy was getting really, really dense as well. Or at least it just shifted, and it was a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, so just be mindful, guys, that I'm only here for a couple of hours and it'll fill up really, really fast. So if you're asking for a reading now, you have to be here when it's your turn, which could be an hour. It just depends on how much I need to get. I'm on isolation, so like I'm not physically drained, it's just energetically. What is it? A draining? More like a stopping. You know, sometimes you got to get stopped in your track and recalibrate and get right and get within yourself again. Open up your mind a little bit, because sometimes we get very focused in and we don't see the bigger picture on the whole, you know, of what you're doing at this time. So I always like to consult with like-minded people and understand where I'm at with things. So if you know me, I talk a lot before I actually start, but I'll try and keep it to a minimum. We're just letting people come in. Hi, Jade Gold. Welcome. And if you... Okay, just for that, if you want a career reading, if it comes in, because it just depends on what... Because I do soul readings, okay? Is that what your soul wants you to know now. I don't really take questions. But it's like, what's the calling of your heart? What is your energy wanting to say? And if your career comes in, I can always ask, but I don't really like to. I like the information to just come to me without poking, you know, because I actually am an ethical reader. So I just ask for what I'm allowed to have and bring that message forward. But if it comes in, then I can give you that information. Some people, they use the energy different. And it can be... you know, you get different messages from different people, but that's actually perfect, because not everyone is going to understand it from only one perspective. You have to have different ways of looking at energy and healing and the world or realms around us. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. So if you can give me some likes and boost me up there in the stratosphere, I will appreciate you very much. Or follows. And just remind everyone that yeah, the top gifter can get a 1 hour in-depth reading with me for free. And I have a pretty good track record for readings. Even though I'm saying the energy is that I always try to pull it in. But the energy has been dense when I'm doing readings, because a lot of people are like, how can I describe that? Okay. Like this. So sometimes the energy gets heavy, right? So you have a few that are located in different areas in the world, and they lift, right? They lift the energy up. And sometimes they get tired, and there has to be a change of the guard, so they can rest and restore. And sometimes in the interim of the shifting, of changing of the guard, or the lifters that lift the vibration, and that shift, like security guards, when one shift goes off, the other ones come in. Like, there's an exchange. There's that moment in between, and it's that moment in between, right there, that you got these little things that come in, negative energies. It's sort of like, it's almost like a vulnerable spot. Wherever you're vulnerable is where you're getting hit right now. Because my vulnerability and my sensitivity is to energy. So when the energy shifts for me, it feels, it can be a lot for me. So, but it's just like that. If I could describe what's going on, it's just a change of the guard. All the ones that have been lifting, well, they need a break, and in that time in between where there is nobody to come on, or not come on, but to log on. There's that little gap where they can just come in, slip in, and do havoc with people's lives. That's life, though. And as we get stronger, we learn to deal with it. That's why we heal. Because the more you heal, the more you see, and the more you know, and the more you become aware, which is being conscious. So has anyone got any questions out there? Thank you. Awesome, thank you very much. Yeah. Am I wanting to do a live with someone tonight? Yeah? Will I get married soon? Oh, I know someone that can answer your question. Refer to NAS-T80. Actually, yes. Thank you for asking that. It was so weird. It's so weird. So I was going to mention on Sunday that I'm going to start up just some Zoom classes or whatever, where we can do group conferencing and teach people how to read, or my processes and how I read tarot cards, which is very different. So each person has a different way, different style. Just teach you my processes. I've actually done this with another reader here on TikTok, Pandora's Box. I don't know the last digits, but look her up, Pip. And we had a bit of an afternoon session there, and just to, give you the confidence and the, I want to say not the skills, because that's natural skill for reading. It comes with practice, but the processes to make it easier, techniques and strategies to apply when reading cards. So look out for that, guys. I will be doing that very soon, Lucy. So hit me up, Lucy. Maybe we can organize something. I'd rather do it like a group, but sometimes it's a little bit more easier to learn one-on-one. I was just thinking it in my head. It's just weird that you asked that question. So thank you for that little intro. Thank you. All right, I suppose we better hurry up. Thank you. Appreciate that, guys. All right. So let me regulate my energy. Had to have a Google that comment. Please pick me. I think we have a list, Tracy, but we can stick you in there, okay? If my lovely moderators are out there. Just have to be patient, guys. So I'm just going to get myself in the zone. I need it. I need to get in the zone. Put my hair back a bit. Get ready. So all I do, guys, as you know, is I ground in. Oh gosh, sorry. My hair doesn't listen to me. And that's why we're beanies. So what I do is I actually ground down into the energy. And what grounding does is actually raise your vibration. So if you want to do it with me and just take 3 conscious breaths all the way in, focus it in your heart space, because that's where your intuition sits, from your heart. And then long breaths out. We can all do it together. Alright, that we can get in the space together. Water and sage. Okay, Tanya's first, but let's get into it. Let's have a bit of a... I don't know why I'm hearing giggling in my head, but I think it's going to be one of those kind of lives. I'm trying to breathe here, guys. So if you have any tightness in your body too, shake it out, move it around, shift that energy. Adjust your posture as well. So I do have a bit of tightness in my back because I had a crap sleep last night. And the cool thing about when you're regulating, when you're getting grounded and raising their vibration, is that you take your time with it. You take your time with it because it's got to be in your own time, rhythm, pace, and it's a natural thing. And you know when you're ready. Now you'll just know when you need to step forward. Yeah, because I know there's a pressure to perform here on TikTok, and everybody wants these fast answers, but you want something really deep, well, that takes time. Healing takes time too. Alright. Tanya, thank you for being my first reading up. Yeah. Yep. We'll just organise that whenever we can make an agreeable time. Hilda. Right, sorry if I haven't said hi to you guys, anyone that's come in. I appreciate you for coming in. If you'd like a reading, I would say get on that list fast if there's more space. Refer to my moderators, which is Creative Arts _ Weaver and Ash Reeves 17. Alright, let's get into it, Tanya. So if you know my process, I ground down into your energy, into my energy, into weaving like a plait or a braid, grounding down into the energy, into the earth. I'm going to knock on the door of your spiritual house. And all you have to do is open the door and say yes. I feel a little bit of heaviness in your heart there. What I see is like a deep indigo sky, so you're definitely in the space of your intuition, or like really breaking out into a very intuitive space. And I like it because the only thing solid in your house is your door. So that can be an indication that, you don't let many people in. But you're fairly truthful and honest about your intentions and your vibration. You don't have too much baggage there, or I mean within life baggage, or other people's baggage attached to you now. It seems very clear and transparent, which I like, which means I can, trust the energy that comes forward. So I like that about your personality. I'm going to pull a card for you, and we're going to see what comes forward for you. For your highest good. Okay, you got a lot on your mind. I can tell you that. There's so much you want to say. It's definitely about the heart. You got a lot. I'm just going to pull the main story forward. 8 of Cups. Okay. So I'm just going to talk honestly. I'll show you the card. So the 8 of Cups can be about walking away. It did come out in reverse, but I want to show you, as you guys know, my process is that I always show you the positive side of the card first. And 8 of Cups is usually about letting go of different cups, different pieces of you that may have had a lot of attachment to emotion, walking into something new, walking towards maybe a calling, a purpose, and wanting to find what I want to say. Like, I keep getting the word effortless, okay, coming in, which I always associate to waterfalls. So if you can see, there's a waterfall there. It's a bit bright. My light is a bit bright tonight. With that beautiful turquoise water. Okay, so it came out in reverse, finding it a little bit hard to let go of something, feeling a lot of emotional connection, but it's weird because I know there's a space where you have to learn to let go. Holding on is probably a natural instinct for you to do, but a lot is aligning for you, and that when it comes to love, if that's what you're asking for, only because I'm getting all that water, for some odd reason I'm getting a lot of water coming in. A lot of things are aligning for you. And the thing is, a lot of it, when it comes to emotional attachments to things, the things that are meant to stay with you, they stay. They don't go, they stay. And the things that leave us are meant to leave us. That's sort of like, it's like, cycles, just like within us, there are times where we hold on and there's times where we let go. And it's often like that. And sometimes people come into our lives to create change, or to push us in a new direction, to show us a different way of looking at things. There's a lot of different lessons that want to come in and be shown to you. But really what I want to say to you right now is to ease back on yourself. Yeah. It's not even really about letting go. It's more about allowing it to flow to you. That's why it's like flow. It's more about flow. When is it coming? When is it going to flow to me? Because it always feels like it flows away from me. I give love. It doesn't come back in that equal share in which you deserve. But I still feel like things are aligning when it comes to that. Things are coming together in a way that's going to be so much bigger and better than you realize. And we have to realize that we may not get it when we want, but when we're ready for it, and I always say this all the time, when we match the vibration of it, when we come into alignment, as I said, things are changing astrologically for you. So a lot of the times we have to go through lessons and learn things, and some of us only learn through pain and trauma. Like it's sort of like that way of shifting us, and slowly but surely the universe is nudging us over into the path, or the pathway of something better, but it can often feel not so good. And it's, but if you feel some kind of way, let it out, let it go from you, because I think that's the hardest part, is that you hold a lot in, and it just builds and builds, and it becomes very hard for you to breathe, or be trusting. I feel like this is a very big lesson that you've had to learn, maybe many times or more than once. But I do see a lot of love coming towards you in a way that I don't believe you'll expect. And it's just a knowing. You deserve love. So sometimes you got to let go and walk away from the things that you held close to you because they no longer help you. They no longer hold their significance, and you no longer need them. You know? Oh, I heard, what is that song? I want to sing it. So bear with me, because you know I'm singing. You get me out of there, I can sing. But you get me in the lives and my voice goes, I think it's just like nerves. I'm going to sing it. It says, "You're beautiful, it's true." That's what I heard in my saw you, that song. You know what I mean? Sorry, I don't want to sing it, but I heard that song. You're beautiful. That was it. Thank you. I went off in the wrong space. That's all you're getting from my singing tonight. And I'm sorry I'm not reading the comments, guys. So, because I like to focus so that I don't get distracted by other people's energy. So I say time to let go, because you're going to move into new areas, pathways, focus, love spaces. Just, you're ready. Letting go of the past, moving into the future. A lot more abundance in that space. So thank you, Tanya. Thank you. A lot of healing coming in for you. It's just, those waters are turquoise, turquoise waters, always that colour when it pops like that. Always reminds me of healing. You see that lady there? She's going towards the waterfall, which for me always talks about effortless. When something's meant to be with you, you don't have to work for it. That's all. You got a beautiful soul. You got a beautiful soul. Thank you. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, Tanya. Oh, yeah. I'll just say, Bliss popped out, just say. King of Cups. King of Cups. Good to show you that. So thank you. You always got to add that tea in there. Much love to you, Tanya. Thank you for that. That was actually, I liked your energy. It's really beautiful. Just like the song. Alright. Let's go. Alright. There's one to go. Is there? Water. Oh yeah, water. Water. So I tell you what, I end up getting really like super hot and like dry throat. Especially when I get into that space, man. Thanks, guys. Okay. Oh. Italia? Is that what you mean? You don't want a reading, there's... I'm pretty sure you'll know what I'll say. Alright, Italia. Alright, awesome. So we're just going to get into it. So I do this meditative process every time so we can do it together, if you choose. And it's just what I would usually envision in my head. I just decided to start speaking it out loud, and that way everyone knows my process of how I tune in. No, my wonderful cousin, Ashley, She knows the drill, and she'll give me a name. Are you in there, Ash? Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, Italia. So what I do is I ground into my energy and your energy, interweaving like a plait or a braid, grounding down into that energy, into the ground. I'm going to knock on the door of your spiritual house. All you have to do is open the door and say yes. That's good. Sorry, they said pleasant. That's all I heard, one word. Pleasant. Like pleasant, it's pleasant out there. I don't know, I think that's a good vibe. I'm not really seeing your house, which is interesting. You may be in a city or urban space, because usually I can see it like a country open spaces, but it's there. But just pieces of it, not. Okay, so I'm just going to say this really quick without even reading your card. But I heard, what I want to say is I heard something about being on the spectrum. So for me, my mind went straight to astral traveling or astral projection. So that's why I can't quite see your house. It's like it's there, but it's like invisible, not like transparent. Like when I did Tanya's house, I could still see the outline of it, but it was transparent. I could still see inside. But your house is, it won't reveal itself to me. So let's see what comes forward in your cards. It could just be me. I might have to adjust my antenna. Let's see what comes up. Oh, what is with the Eight of Cups today? We've got the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, alright. Okay, Talia. It said pleasant in my head, but I think that may be a guard or a form of, you know, how people come across and say, how are you doing? I saw it today. A lady goes, how the world sees me. She's like, yeah, you know, happy. And then how she really feels inside it was just like there's this pleasant way about you, but there's still a lot of heaviness in your energy, which can feel, yeah. Eight of Cups in reverse, and I gave that a good shuffle, and it still came out like that. So, you know, like for me, I did say there's a lot of heaviness in the energy. There's a lot of stuff going on in people's lives, and it's a bit of a shake-up. So 10 of Wands, everything's getting a little bit overwhelming for you, but I'm going to read these upright so you know what this is. As we know, this is about letting go, walking away from something that you felt really, really attached to, that you really, really cared about, but you're letting it go. You know, you're moving on to something better. Obviously, you're walking towards healing. And here with the 10 of Wands, end of a burdensome cycle, something you've carried very, very heavy on your back or just within your body, and that's caused you great, you know, discomfort and pain. And that's been a very emotional, even though this is a fire card, it's got 2 moons in it. And for me, it's very emotional too. Have I read for you before? I feel like I've felt this before. All I can say, and it's going to be very brief tonight for you, because there's so many layers to this. It couldn't be just said with 2 cards, okay? But it's going to be okay. Literally. It's going to get better and better each day. You take 1 step forward. And if you fall, if you stumble, get back up, take 1 more step forward, okay? just keep getting up and showing up for yourself. Because whatever has caused such pain in your life, it will leave your body when you learn to let it go. So that's finding it hard holding it. And it can be very same. We're all feeling that kind of way holding it to us. And it causes us great suffering and pain. But learning to just end it with that Ten of Wands. Letting that cycle finish. And that allows you to go into a new beginning. But if we hold off and we don't release and we keep staying in this carrying this heavy burden, we're never going to let it go. It's always, thank you very much. Wow, thank you. We're always going to stay in the cycle of suffering. And you don't deserve that. You know, you don't deserve that. Walk towards healing. Walk towards releasing that pain and letting go of that burden on your back. Because you deserve better. You know, I'm going to say that a lot. You know, everyone's got to realize that they don't need to carry this anymore. Go towards healing means letting yourself change. And healing can be hard. It's not fun, but it's worth it. In every shape and form of all the difficulties that healing brings up, it's so worth it. So yeah, I would say go towards someone that you trust and you can rely upon to allow yourself to release this from your body, because you're holding on to a lot of emotional pain in your body, and if you hold it too long, you'll get sick. It'll show itself in sickness, and you don't need that right now. So, oh, that's good. I'm glad you just started this journey last week. That's pretty recent. So, yep, healing is not fun, but it's worth it in the long run. So you've got to think long game here, you know. And I always say this: what would you look like in the future if you want to access your higher self? What would you look like in the future if you didn't have any pain, suffering, or trauma, and you were completely healed? What would you look like? What would you be doing? You know, what does that person look like, and what are they doing in the world? And you start moving towards that as a goal. You just start small, take one step at a time, and keep moving forward. Keep showing up for yourself. So thank you. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, there was like a full on, just making sure there's like nothing on my face. Felt like a full on, like this. I'm not sure. Yeah, someone tried to get in. I know. Yeah, thank you, Kaz. Yes, thank you for that reminder. And I did put a lot of barriers up too, to be honest. I did. I asked for angelic assistance, and I put up a barrier of light, but thank you. I need, obviously, another barrier. And go into avatar form. Hi Monarch Spirit, how are you? Oh, thank you, Agatha. It was very quick, but it was like very clear. Alright, who's next, guys? Is the list full, guys? I'm gonna say it is. Is that a wig? Are you the same dude that came in last time? No, it's not a wig. It's my real hair. Do you want the whole process? You know, I'm pretty sensitive about my hair, actually. It doesn't listen to me. And when I wake up in the morning, it sticks up. Or it sticks to my face. It gets really annoying. You guys don't even know how hard it is to get my hair just to look like this. Yeah, I don't care. Your face looks like a wig, okay? Sorry, that was a low blow. No little kids. No little kids in my life. Thank you. Oh, it just does its own thing. That's why I always, because, you know, like many of you know, I shaved my hair last year, so it's sort of like in their growth stage. I always say that whenever they make fun of my wigs. I have a list, yes. Jeans and chills. All right. Thank you, Lucy. I appreciate that. Just say, you never know. You might get some healing while you're here. We'll see who's up next. Sorry, who's up next? Thank you, Italia. Oh, thank you very much. Kahurangi. Did I get that right? Sorry about that. But the top gifter gets a free personal reading with me, and that's a whole hour. Colour Moon. Welcome, Colour Moon. Alright. So I have a process. And if you do it with me, it makes it stronger, that connection stronger. Oh, I want to say, Italia, just be mindful about the astral realm. If you're not going in forewarned and forearmed, you don't know what's in there. So they just came in now. If you're doing that kind of work. Always people try to hijack me in the astral plane, that's why I don't go there. Yeah, it's just, you know. Thank you. Colour Moon, alright. Just giving it a good shuffle so we don't get the 8 of Cups again. No 8 of Cups. No, I'm just saying, just because it's coming out in reverse, so I know that for me indicates a heaviness in the heart space. Alright. So colour, I have a grounding process, and if you just listen to my words and breathe deeply, exhaling fully, focusing that breath into the heart space, releasing any tension in your body, we can connect together and commune. Then once the reading's done, you can disconnect quite easily. So I ground into my energy, into your energy, interweaving like a braid or a plait, grounding down into the energy, down into the ground. Oh, they asked me to go deep down into the ground, so we'll go just a little bit deeper. You're going to take me someplace. Alright, let's see what comes forward. You're going to knock at the door of your spiritual house. And all you have to do is open the door and say yes. Okay, your door opened straight. As soon as I knocked, it opened. And what I saw was a red glowing from inside. And not in a way that is negative. But there is some kind of heated debate within you. Yeah, it's kind of like, how do you describe that? You know, like sometimes, okay, I'm getting a lot of astrological things coming in for you. I just saw is it the Horsehead Nebula? That's weird. But it's kind of like, it glows like that too. It's like that kind of, I don't know. I feel like you might resonate with the starseed energy as well. But I feel like your soul's not originally from the earth. That's why they asked me to ground deep into the ground, because you'll take me up high. Which means you actually have naturally high vibrational energy, and high vibrational energy also attracts a lot of low vibrational energy. And for some reason, I just want to say to you, welcome, sister. Welcome back. I don't know what this means, but you must be coming online with a lot of different gifts and abilities, or into a new area that is within the sacred purpose. They like that idea. I don't know who's speaking. It's your spiritual guide or actual star family. Alright, so we're going to pull a card for you. Let's see what comes forward. See what comes forward. I heard it. Do you fellas hear the like little, it makes like a little like noise. I hear it when I flip, so we're going to have a look. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. So you have Four of Swords, and it's weird what came forward, but I'm just going to say what it says to me. Alright, Four of Swords for me is what they call the Wounded Warrior. It's a resting card. It's a healing card. But what they said for me is that something's been sitting dormant within you, and through healing, through also a shift. So I told you before in another reading, sometimes we get initiated through pain and suffering. Okay, you must have gone either through a heartbreak recently or within the recent past, or at least it feels recent to me, and now you're sort of maybe in hermit mode, or just trying to stick to yourself, but there's something that wants to be brought to the light or to your knowing, because swords can often be about communication, thoughts, words spoken. So here maybe harsh words are spoken, promises are broken. I'm hearing it loud and clear. All wounds are open, and love walks out that door. Sorry, it's going to keep coming out of me. Too proud to make up, you're ready to break up. Too late you wake up, and love walks out the door. I've got to let it out, otherwise it'll just play in my head. Okay. If this has happened to you, in theme to that song, this is a very good time to rest and restore your energy and replenish what you've lost. Thank you for the follow. And it's sort of through healing. It's through healing that we initiate into a lot of things within us. It's almost like, what did I get given? This message I got given, or I felt when I was meditating, was that it was, what did I say? I said, thank you to all the people that doubted me, sent me negative energy, told me I would fail and be unsuccessful. Thank you for doing that for me, because every time you did, it made me stronger. And now that the voices in my head no longer resonate with that, and now that I'm healed and my heart is clear, I see my true potential without your pain and your limitations. Thank you, Naz. Do you know what I mean? And it's like sometimes people do that to us to make us stronger. Sometimes they make us grow because we're ready to grow. You know what I mean? And I feel like, yep, it may not feel that great. It may not feel very powerful at all. But when you reset, recalibrate, you'll actually find that you'll realign to a higher calling within you. So, thank you, Carla. Oh, thank you. Bless you too. Thank you very much. I love that message. And it's weird because I always get little things like that, like come in before, because I know that my energy knows you're coming in, and it just lets me sort of understand. Because you know what, and I'm going to say this, Carla, I actually feel better too in telling you that. It's like I held on to that and I had to give that to you, and I feel a lot better when I released it. Even that song, releasing that, like sitting there, energy is just waiting to be given to the right person. So thank you, Carla. I appreciate you. Alright. Okay, thanks guys for all the gifts. I appreciate you a lot. So the top gifter gets a free 1 hour personal reading with me. That's when we get to commune on Facebook, Messenger or Zoom. Everybody knows my name by now, I'm pretty sure. So don't be afraid, I don't stalk. And you get to have a one-on reading with me. Because I don't do them in person, I do them online. And we can see what you need to find out for yourself. Thank you, that was beautiful. Water shell, Let's shower. So I'm just going to give it a good shuffle, and I'm just going to ground down again. I had to go deep there, and I know why, because you shot me straight up into the stratosphere, you know what I mean? And I saw it, the Horsehead Nebula. I'm pretty sure it's called the Horsehead Nebula. It literally is a star system or cluster that looks like a horse's head. So maybe you should look it up. I don't know what that means. Thank you, Sickler. I mean, I try my best. I'm a bit of a poetic person, and I'm rather dramatic, so it can get quite theatrical. Dramatic. Whimsical. But I used to love poetry and look at things in just a different way. So often my readings come across as quite, poetic. So, okay, Shelley, or Shell. I'm going to ground out into your energy. So if you like to do this with me, in my energy, interweaving like a plait or a braid, grounding down into the earth. Oh, I'm going to knock at the door of your spiritual house. And all you have to do is open the door and say yes. There's somebody over here saying, are we here there? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? So you might, I don't know if you're feeling a little frustrated about something. Because I was like, I'm trying to ground out into your energy, and I heard something say really loudly, are we there yet? And it caught my attention. So I feel like you've got a goal or an ambition to do something, or to go somewhere, or to be something. So it's very general right now. Let's see what comes forward with the cards. But feeling a little bit frustrated about it. You should have shown up by now. We should be there by now. So you might be putting a lot of effort into something, and it hasn't quite opened up the way it should. But I would have patience there. I mean, that is like one of the most biggest life lessons we have to learn in the spiritual space, is that we have to learn to be patient, which none of us have patience really. Like, honestly, I have none. And I know what that is. You know what I mean? It's always like the little kid inside of us is like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Have you ever watched Shrek and they go to the kingdom far, far away, and Donkey's at the back going, are we there yet? And it just starts driving them insane? Yeah, like that. So yeah, patience is a virtue, but one of the hardest lessons to learn in the spiritual space, or in life in general. Geez, it's literally in life in general. So let's see what comes forward. Thank you. Straight up communication, like that. Knight of Pentacles. You're going to hate the terminology that I use for this, but this is the slowest knight in the deck. But I always say this too. The only knight or messenger that crosses the finish line, slow and steady, wins the race. Sorry, I had to have a giggle there because, man, when I was like, you have to have patience, and then you get the slow card. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. That was very nice. The universe is slowing you down on purpose because it allows you to process the energy that's coming through, the information that's coming through for you intuitively, spiritually, physically. There's a lot. Like, there's a lot of it. It's almost like everything in your life is starting to communicate to you, and you have to slow it down to be able to process it, otherwise it becomes very overwhelming. Okay, so they're slowing you down on purpose because they need you to take the right steps forward now, the correct steps, and deliver this message out into the world, out into the world to the right people. So this is a building of your character. This is just aligning you with the right people. That's all. In the right place, in the right time. And it's a lot about divine timing for you. So you may have had a lot of divine detours which led you off the beaten track and into some kind of going over there, over the side there in your life or in your energy. But what they do is that they just allow you to come back to center and take one step at a time. Because sometimes we want to rush forward. We want to create that space so fast that our bodies, minds, our souls can't keep up. Well, our soul's already there. Let's just put it like that. Your soul's already at the finish line. It's waiting for you, the human, to catch up. But our human bodies and our human lives need time to take that path forward. So my message for you is that patience is a virtue, and that you'll actually find the right people to support you on this path at the right time when you're in the right vibration. And it's sort of like, okay, that way you're well equipped for what comes forward in the future. So for me, I heard that quite clearly, and I don't usually like to linger in expectations of the future. I like to deal with the current. But what currently is happening is that they're creating, they're allowing you to create a stronger fortitude. Because I feel like there's going to be a major shift in the energy for a lot of people, and we need, like, sort of like, when, and I'm not referring to any wars that are going on now, but if you think about the strategy of war, they'll have different layers of armies, right? Different layers of soldiers come in, different specialties, and there's always people that get on the ground and they do the hard work, they push the front line, etc. So that's what they're doing. They're getting all the front line ready for what is coming. So I don't want to make that sound heavy or put a lot of responsibility on you, but you have to be in the right space to be able to push back what's coming forward. That's all. That may be quite intense too. Here, because you know what? They have a lot of faith in you, because for me, what I heard is that you'll fight to the death, for people that you love, for the right cause, you're do or die. And it's not so much do or die, just metaphorical. And that's why everything seems a little bit frustrating right now. But just appreciate it, linger in the present. Because the more present you are, the more aware you are, the more real and alive you are, the more you spend in the present. And that's when you learn appreciation and gratitude for your life and your energy. So, yep, very testing times, but you're going to make it through no matter what. I like that for you. So thank you. Yeah, do or die. Because they know that that's why you're like that. Because Spirit knows that you're like that characteristic, and they need that in the times that are coming now. Because it's all changing, right? So when there's change, there's chaos. And if we don't have certain people in the right places, the right locations to hold the line, hold the light, lift the vibration, like we each have our own task to do in this world. And yeah, that's why sometimes they slow us all down. I'm in isolation. I'm like, I can't even do anything, go anywhere. I've got to stay here, which is really frustrating for me, because it's like, I love my family. Thank you, Shell. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it very much. That was actually really nice. I like it because it's so straight up. Like, it's like, boom, direct communication. I like those kind of, sometimes you gotta work with everybody's personalities, and you gotta lure the information out. You gotta make them trust you. They gotta feel safe. So yeah. Thank you. All right, who's next? Water. I'm a bit of a dork. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you. That's good. You can feel safe with me. I feel safe with you too. Being for some petrol. Oh, yeah. I know what you mean by that. It's skyrocketed here too. Alright, who's next? Lovely mods. Whānau forever. Oh, Kaurangi, yes. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. Thanks for all the likes. I appreciate it. Let's shuffle up this deck real quick. Sorry. You're reading what's a crack up to. Patience, well, you crack me up. Sometimes synchronicities, You know what I did, like, when I tap into my spiritual space, my intuitive space, is I just let it do its thing. I don't try to control it. I don't try to, you know, perform. I just allow it to do what it needs to do and give me what I need to know. And sometimes it's very compassionate. Sometimes it's very direct, you know, things like that. But hopefully always bringing forward the right information and message for the person. Lucy? Thank you for the likes, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for the gifts. Whānau forever, is she here? Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, cool. Welcome back. Did you overswipe? Did you overswipe? This is what I do too. Out in. Alright. Alright. So, kahurangi. You know how I do this. Let's see what message comes forward. Let's see what comes forward. Hopefully just a little bit more each time. So I ground down into your energy, into my energy, interweaving like a braid in a plait, down into the energy, down deep into the ground. Wow. Okay. That was a really long plait. I feel like we might actually be related. Well, I am Māori. We might be related because some odd reason that plait. Okay, sorry. I'm going to knock on the door of your spiritual house. And all you have to do is open the door and say yes. So I'm attracted to the first part of that process, because usually I get the plait and I feel it weaving. Like I actually visualize weaving here together and about here. So like if I can imagine I'm weaving it to about here, it stops. But when I weaved your plait, or my connection to you in intertwining, it went all the way down to the earth. So we might actually be whānau related in some way, maybe just spiritually. But I like it that the scene is clear, your house is there, everything looks good, which I like. Though I do have a bit of heaviness on my crown here, like right there. So, I don't know, are you looking after yourself? Are you hydrating? Might not be feeling 100%. Yeah, okay. We'll just read the cards. See what comes forward for you. Okay. Now they're going to get me singing today. I heard... I don't want to sing the song because I got to start off on the right note. And I used to actually get complaints when I would do my YouTube channel, because half of the reading would be me picking up songs and singing them, and some people didn't always appreciate my singing. It's an old school song. If you know it, sing it with me. It said, 2 hearts beat as one. So I don't know what that means. I'm not singing any more than that. But if you know the title to that song, can you put that in the comments? For kahurangi. It's an old school song. Oh, okay. Okay. It's weird because I did get a 2. Not the 2 I was expecting when I flipped your cards. You got the 2 of Swords. It did come out in reverse. And you got the Universe card. So this particular deck has unique cards. And you got the Universe card. So, okay, straight up. You've made a decision, or you found it hard to make a decision, or you regret making a certain decision, and now you're finding yourself doubting it, trusting it. Felt like you made it from your heart, or you actually felt like you made the right decision about something. Like you said, like I listened to my intuition, and it told me to do this, so I went and did it, right? And then it didn't work out the way I wanted to, or I didn't expect these consequences to happen. Thanks. Sometimes, not always, the song, the tune in which it originally comes forward in. But yeah, Two of Swords, finding it very, very, just be mindful. And I just want to say this really quick. Don't make decisions out of anger or out of vengeance. Don't add it. If you do make a decision, make it from your heart. So if you can't trust here, like if you can't trust your intuition, or your knowing, trust here. Like this is usually on point. How you feel about something, this is the space in which you trust and that you listen to. But if you start getting a bit confused up here, and then you make that decision because emotions come in and overload or overwhelm us, we can often make very harsh decisions that we regret in the end. Because it's like, I almost want to say, well, I didn't expect it to go this way, but that can be an indication of needing some healing about maybe some past pain and trauma, or an issue that you had before. So if I want to say this is about love, because this is what I want to say to you. You didn't really want to be apart from somebody that you care about, but sometimes when you make what you feel is the right decision, it hurts to make it and then to live with it. So if that makes sense to you, I would say sometimes cutting off people or letting go of people that we love or care about, it may not necessarily be romance, because I feel like you want to be together with someone, or be in unity with someone, or be unified as a family. It could be about family issues. That's why the braid. It might not be that we're family, but it's about family. It goes deep for you. Yeah. Sometimes we have to live with those decisions, and it may not feel right. It may feel like, I didn't expect it to feel this way. Sometimes you make those decisions, and in the long run, you find out why you made that decision. You know what I mean? You may not know it now, but eventually you will. And that, when we get clear, when we listen to our intuition and we're right, we're aligned with the universe, often we make decisions from the right space. So if you made a decision and it went a bit floppy, it's okay. You're human, and you're allowed to do that. Make mistakes, or just get a bit of wobbliness in your energy. Wobbliness in the energy. Does that make sense? I just want to say this real quick. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place. I mean, what else kind of decision could you make other than the one you made? What other choice did you have? You had no other choice. The universe is tricky. The universe is tricky because it kind of lures you certain places just to lead you into something new. So hopefully that made sense for you. I hope that makes sense. Two of Swords in the universe came out in reverse, so that was the lack of trust, and maybe not so aligned. But yeah, turn that around. Change the narrative for yourself. Thank you. Oh, 3 years ago. Okay. Well, actually, it makes sense kind of in its own way. Have I made the right decision, right? That's why you want to come back into unity, like as a unit. It's weird that I got two hearts beat as one. That may be a message for someone around you. You might have to pass that on. But someone wants to be together. Here you go, wisdom. Right there. Lucy! Okay. That felt a little bit heavy at the end, but I just want to assure you that you can find a positive way through things. And just to let yourself, let yourself. If you like to, you can consult with Nasty 80. I do often. It gives great advice and wisdom. Okay. Oh, so what are we doing? Tell me now. Lucy. We'll do Lucy first, and then we'll do, obviously, we're doing something. Tell me the plan. I've forgotten the plan. Because as you may know, guys, when I get into my spiritual space, I become empty. Which allows the information to come in and flow. Thank you for the likes, guys. Lucy first. Okay. Lucy, I gotta get grounded. Oh, sorry, Matt. Hopefully I can get to you fast. And you might be actually able to get a free personal reading with me as well. Because you're up there. If you'd like. Let's go. Lucy. Sweet, sweet Lucy. So you know my process. I ground down into my energy, into your energy, interweaving like a plait, like a braid, down into the energy. And why are you nervous? Why did I say that? I don't know what to say. Sorry, ground down into the energy, into the ground, deep into the ground. For some odd reason they're saying to go deep tonight. So I'm going down many layers tonight. The deeper you go down, the higher you go up. I like that answer. I don't need to go to your spiritual house, Lucy. I went down to the core of the earth. Isn't that freaky? Like visually. Something's building for you. And I want to say it's the great rebirth. Oh. You've done a lot of good things for yourself. You've done a lot of work. Like I'm seeing the phoenix. You know, when it's in the incubation phase before it rises up, you're definitely going to go into a powerful rebirth. And that's why straight up. That's high vibrational. I would definitely do a lot of extra grounding for you. Connect down into that fire, that phoenix flame. All it's doing is shedding all that doesn't belong to you away. burning off all that's stuck. That's a lot of fire. It's almost like I could just see here's a like that, and just ashes, flecks of, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful sight. I'm quite intoxicated by it, but we must pull a card. It's like, look away, look away, look away. I like it. I like what's brewing in the future for you anyway. If you were wondering about your future, there's a lot coming in. Just, it's the same. A lot of people are getting ready for their sacred purpose. The universe is just working their magic, building it up over time. So let's go. Look away. Otherwise I'll just sit there and stare at it. And that's a cool thing about it being a visionary. Lucy, the universe loves you. What did I say to you before? Divine lovers coming towards you. Well, there's a conscious connection that lights you up. That's why the universe is getting you ready. Because you got to be in the right vibration to match your divine counterpart, right? You got to be high vibrational. Especially that way, like I've said this before, you attract someone that is healed, awakened. Because there's a lot of people doing a lot of shadow work, getting a lot of healing, and getting really right deep down inside of them. And it's the same as you. That energy is just building and building. And I went through, like, I would say like 2 months ago, or it feels like 2 months ago, I went through a major rebirth stage as well. And but it was heavy on my body because it's a physical transformation in its own way. We feel it physically anyway. But you got the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. That's heavily ever after, but like satisfaction and contentment, joy, happiness. It's like the sun, the moon, the stars. Let's get all romantic and whimsical. Yeah. A lot of abundance coming in. A lot of emotional reciprocity. It's like you get to the stage where you fill your cup up so much that overflow helps a lot of people. Not just one, but many. Because the Ten of Cups can be about family as well. Healing you, healing your family. Well, a lot of that, if you're triggered into triggered, is it the right word? If you're moving through a healing journey, which is a spiritual journey, one and the same, often as you heal, you trigger healing in the people around you. You bring healing to them through your energy. Because you always know when someone's healed or has healing abilities or has a healing energy, because you'll just feel it. Yeah, breaking generational curses. Completely. Burning those bitches away. Literally. No more curses. Courses, but close. I knew. Guided, yeah. I think you have strong innate abilities to heal. And we need you to come online anyway, right? I'm coming online. You need to hurry up. Get online. Start that up. Collect your people and start creating your circle. So I've been calling on my soul tribe too. So I'm ready, and I feel that's where you're at. Family may not necessarily be blood family. Sometimes it's people you regard as family. But yes, great, positive, potential, future looking great. I feel quite good about this, whether you are in the knowing of this or not. I felt a powerful change within you. I think everything you've been doing on your healing journey has been helping you in one way or another. And now you're just reaching out for the light, which is great, which is knowing and knowledge and wisdom. I know, right? I feel that too. You know, like there's certain people you vibe with, and I like Lucy a lot. So we're lucky we have Naz as our mutual. Getting some good conversations. Hi, Natasha. Just discovered the treasure box. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, thank you, Whānau, for your kahurangi. You know, I can still feel sadness in your energy, kahurangi, but I do have, thank you, Lucy, high hopes for that situation. Just may not work out the way you want it to. And I don't mean that in a negative way at all, but it just seems to be feeling like it's not going to work out. So thanks, Lucy. Sorry, I just felt that pop into my head, and I just wanted to share that real quick. But yeah, I like your energy, Lucy. Yep. All the soul tribes are waking up because they know it's now time to get your shit together. Like, yeah, like I was saying this morning, I'm not ready. Because there's a lot you got to do to get into that space, and it's like your mind's got to be able to adjust to the information. Okay. Okay. You want to see Naz? All right. Lovely Naz. Let's have a look. Speak to you telepathically. You know my process. Oh yeah, I don't know what all that stuff is, guys. So I'm like the last person to ask. I just push live, live, and that's me. Okay. So I'm just making sure I'm seeing everything. Oh. Hi, certified freak. I'm sorry if I forget everybody's names. All right. It's funny you say that because all right. I think I'm supposed to do something now. I'm just checking. Well, we'll do Naz first, and then we'll do all the formalities. Because I'm just going to give you a quick little hint. Just a couple of bags of crystals right here. Don't look at them. But I will be giving those away in this live. So thank you for all those that have waited for this space. And what I will do, I won't be able to send them till I get out of isolation. But I will put them on the ground to cleanse for 24 hours. And then I will put loving intention into them and send them out to the people that win them tonight. Me? Did you see me? You might have seen me astrally doing my thing. It's a good sign. You know what that means for me, eh? It means you trust me. Because when you see someone in white, it usually means your intentions are pure. I know I'm wearing black, but my coat is white. Does that help? Yeah. Thank you for sharing that, Natasha. All right, Naz. Now my creative process. Why do I feel nervous? I'm going to ground down into my energy, into your energy, interweaving like a plait, like a braid. Good. Deep breaths. Grounding down into the energy, deep down into the ground. Okay. Yeah, you're connected to the crystalline grid, which that's where it took me, which is interesting. I'm going to look at the door of your spiritual house. Okay. That makes sense. It wasn't a house, it was something else. And all you have to do is open the door and say yes. Do you know what I saw? You're going to laugh. And what I heard. Okay, sorry. I saw a tower, and I heard, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Sorry. And it was like, you know how we talked about the braiding of the energy? It was just showing how deep that goes. You actually have to start, you know, like, you know. Nez is a healer, so he has high vibrational energy. So when I looked at your house, I just went up, right up, like a tower. Well, that's the only way I can describe it. And the only other tower I've ever seen like that before was an elevated tower. And that's when my nan came into my dream. And she literally came down from heaven and came down in a tower just like that. Ding! But yeah, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. But it was a braid. It was interesting. So I had to have a giggle. Let's see what comes out. I don't know what that means for you, but that was funny. Okay. Oh, okay. Despite it all, and there's a lot of things going on in your energy, but there was one clear message that wanted to be seen. Despite it all, you still stay humble. Six of Pentacles. There's an equal give and take with you, you know. Okay, they're giving you titles, you know, like how Daenerys had titles, Mother of Dragons, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they called you the opener of doors. Which I like. Many doors. You've opened many doors for people. But staying humble. Equal give and take. You know, there's always that fair exchange. But I would say for you, you give more than you take. And something's aligning for you as well. And I would say you have a lot of presence around you, which I'm pretty sure you know. But, okay, thank you. There's doors opening for you too. Not just you opening doors by yourself. Okay. Okay, so here's what I want to say to you. Wherever you go, growth will grow. Growth will grow. Wherever you go, growth will grow. So if you had any apprehensions about leaving or going, then I would say no need. Look far beyond that. I heard that loud. So this is for you. These little movements that are happening in your life now, they're all for long game. What's the long game? What's the long game? Something more galactic. It's interesting. There's something really old in your energy too, like old, ancient. I don't know why I feel that. But yeah. I just say, don't blow the top of my crown off my head, please. I need it. If I got to process your energy, I would like to do it with my crown intact. Yeah. Yeah. If anything, that's all I'm going to get now. Is that with wherever you go, growth will grow. That's, if that makes sense. So I feel that even though you stay humble, there's a lot of abundance around you. It may not necessarily be of the materialistic form, but it will be always there when you need it. And you may not want to hear that right now. I'm sorry. You may not win the lotto, but I could try and find lotto numbers for you if you want. But yeah, I like that. So it's like even though like you have a lot of energy, it's actually been kind to me. Kindness in your energy, you know. So it's nice. Yeah. Yep. You've got a golden glow to your aura, which is interesting. They just want to come out. So thank you, Naz. Like there was a lot that wanted to be said, but you know, it was almost like there was like, no, just say them. Like all the cards that came out. Like if I show you, like it was all these cards that fell out, but only one wanted to be seen. And there's a lot of other good stuff in there too. But I feel like that was just allowing you to, you know, to share your character and to get a little bit of information. So thank you, Naz. That was interesting, the tower. I actually have never seen someone present with a tower. Yeah. Straight up. Alright guys, who's next? Oh, I think we're doing something. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you very much. You met my nan in the fourth heaven. It's good. I love my nan. She's been gone a long time, but I love her as if she was gone yesterday. Alright, are we doing anything? Want to give away a bag of crystals? Okay. Yes. Have you chosen a name for me? You meanie. Say that shit. She loves me. She always gives River doing that. You made me cry. Alright. Oh, Natasha. What color would you like? Purple or black, Natasha? Congratulations, you won one of my bags of crystals. You just let me know the color you want, black or purple. Purple, please. Oh, okay, awesome. So this one, okay, this is an interesting pack. So there's a lot of, there's a bit of rose quartz in there. And there's bloodstone. Bloodstone is really good for purification and cleansing, or at least it does for me. And you've got a golden healer quartz. And a golden healer quartz as well. Let's pull it out. So these, I've put a couple of like important ones for me. It's really hard to let my crystals go, but they deserve to go to good people. So I'll pull it up close. It's a golden healer quartz and bloodstone. See that? And the rest is rose quartz as well. So thank you very much. What I'll do is I will cleanse these for you, and all you have to do is just private message me on TikTok your deets if you feel comfortable, and I will send this out to you as soon as I get out of isolation. I'll make a video so that you know it's coming, so everyone knows that I'm not giving them away. They're keeping them in my wardrobe. I'll actually send these to you. So thank you, Natasha, and I do appreciate you, you know, like the kind words that you say and your lovely energy. I do appreciate that very much. Yeah, I'm glad you got that. This is interesting too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're actually embarking on a healing journey. Like a big one. Thank you, Natasha. Nobody wants to go in there. They'll get lost. It goes to Narnia. Good luck. Okay, so we've got one more bag left, and my lovely mod cousin, Ash, she'll pick a name out of all the people that are here. So thank you guys. Congratulations, Natasha. Yay! So, I'll put your name down for that. Make sure I don't forget, because I get forgetful. Yeah, thank you, Natasha. And I'm actually going to be giving them away every live I have. I've got hundreds and hundreds of crystals. Like, it's like thousands of dollars of crystals. Not joking. It's a full-on collection. And I've just picked my main ones that I want and that I can't do without, and everything else I'm going to be, either giving away, or I'm going to be creating a raffle. And I will show you that prize. I'm making sure it's worth what it is for everybody. And so look out for that, guys. I'm probably going to do that next week. I was going to do it this week, but I might do it next week because I've been pretty unorganized. I am, like, organization is not my forte, alright? That's why I always need other people, thank you. Other people to organize for me. I'm so sorry to all my international followers, because of the post and tracking. It's like hundreds of dollars to send it. Like this little bag here would be like $150 to send international right now, which sucks with tracking, because you can't send it without tracking. Yeah, well, I'm moving, so I have to reduce, and I have a lot of stuff, and like a lot of tarot decks as well, that I don't use, or I've only used once, and I've just had them sitting in storage. So, oh, that's cool. Meant to be then, right? I need a lot of water after that reading. Autumn. I'm doing free readings now. And the top gifter for tonight will win, I will contact you, win a free personal reading with me, which is an hour long. So if you like me, you like my style, you like how I read cards, yeah, you get to have a whole hour just talking one-on-one with me, and let us look at your soul and see what it says. I've never had one. You might not get one here either, because I'm pretty sure my list is full. But thank you for coming in. Alright, okay, what am I going to give it a quick shuffle? Thank you for coming in, Autumn. And you know my creative process. Going down into the energy, my energy, your energy, interweaving like a plait, like a braid, grounding down into the energy, into the earth. Okay. Chase your bliss, Autumn. What lights your heart? What lights your soul? I heard that very strongly. Chase your bliss. It's like from Joseph Campbell. Sorry. Try to commune. I'm going to knock on the door of your spiritual house. All you have to do is open the door and say yes. Autumn, you've been around a lot of healers. whether online or in your life. It's rubbed off on you. And I say healers, but sometimes we heal ourselves and thus we heal others. I think you incorporate a lot of things that you've heard and learned from different healers. Like it's I want to say amalgamation, but I don't think that's the correct word. It's like a melting pot of different truths and philosophies in which you choose to take from and draw into a wholeness of truth for you. And I like that because that's how I do it too. I don't just draw from one side. I'm open to everybody's spirituality and everybody's healing gifts, as long as they are open and do it with the best intentions. But it's definitely rubbed off on you, and you're taking a lot of those philosophies and strategies. And though you may not feel that you are a natural healer, healing abilities are something that you will feel natural doing. Okay? You know, some people are born to heal, like they're told from a young age, you have all this healing, or they come into the knowing very young. You're a student of learning, which shows me an open mind and an open heart. You know, open. And I like that. Your energy is very fresh. Because I got the song, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. You know, like that's, you try to keep and maintain that vibe. You know, we're just trying to keep it cool, calm, collected, and in a good space, positive. And sometimes, yep, might have a few hiccups. They're indicating maybe one or two more than I just said a few, but it might be a little bit more than that. But you are human, and you're allowed to make mistakes. And sometimes mistakes are not failures. Sometimes they're lessons in which we learn to be better next round, next time it appears. It makes us stronger. But yeah, you're a student of healing. You need a master, a teacher, a mentor. Show you the ways of the Jedi. You know what I mean? And it's not because, I'm not referring to you whether you're young or older. I'm not too sure. But I said fresh, so I feel like you have that younger vibe. But in a way that's actually really, really awesome. Because if you think about it, if you just start developing those skills and that knowledge set now, when you get into your peak, which that is yet to come, you'll be very, very powerful in your own right and on your own 2 feet. I like that for you. I feel that's future. I don't usually go there, but I feel like that's in your energy. The potential for you is amazing. So I'm going to pull a card. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. You got the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. 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 Once again, denoting that you are younger, but younger doesn't necessarily mean that you don't know anything. But it's like, you know how can I describe that? Because you know how it's like catching you at the right age before the world twists you in such a way that it's hard to come back. You know what I mean by that? Page of Pentacles. So this is a solid offer from the universe, right? Pentacles is in the physical form. That's what I mean. It may not have necessarily been what you thought that you were. You may not have felt that you were a natural healer, like something that you knew from birth, but it is something that you are learning and applying to, dedicating to yourself to. That's why you're attracted to healers. That's why you're attracted to their truths, because you incorporate it within you. And I love that. I love that. I love people that do that, because when they're open-minded and they're open-hearted, guess what happens? You share that open-hearted and mindedness with others. You know, that's my philosophy, eh? You heal, I heal, we all heal together. And the more you share that light that you're bringing in, that you're remembering, that you're learning, the more you bring that light to the world, the more it helps. Like, there's a big picture. Like, I like these readings tonight because they're a lot about big picture. There's a lot of us doing the work, and you're doing the work too, in your own way. Whether you know it or not, I would say you do know it. I would believe that you've probably started looking at taking courses or classes or something that either develops your mediumship and or teaches you how to heal people. If not, it's been sitting there. I'd be quite interested if you are, or just becoming very interested in it, you know. And by the way, I might be running how to learn to read tarot cards. You know, if you're interested, more at least my process into intuitive reading. Sooner or later, I'm going to organise that. I'm really bad at organisation, but that's what I like about my mind. So I'm just injecting this. Sometimes when your mind is sort of like super creative, it's hard to do the everyday tasks like organising and setting schedules and things like that. I've always all my life never had that ability. Never did. It was never natural. Because for me, I had to be in a creative space to get this, what you're getting now. And I feel like for you, it's what I'm going to teach you, if anything, is to learn how to be open-minded and flexible and allow that to come in. Allow that to, you know, enfold you and grow your spiritual space stronger. So thank you, Autumn. Lovely energy. I like that. You know, I feel warm. But chase your bliss, because you know, if you don't know what makes you happy, when those times get heavy and dark, you need to remember what that is. Okay? Because everyone, all healers, all people in the spiritual world know that at some point the darkness will come. Whether it's an event, a person, something that happens, life. That's that balance, eh? But follow your bliss. Bliss? Not your biz. Follow your bliss. Thank you, Autumn. Yeah, I'm going to try and get that together. Because for me, it's just like, I'll just talk. Let's let me talk and then you take it in. But really, sometimes I have to have some kind of structure. Watercast, thank you very much. Thank you, Autumn. I'll be truly grateful for your abilities when it's your time to shine. Thank you, Lucinda. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate you. Hopefully you're very soon. Alright, who's next? You probably tell me. I think let me go up. Let me go up. Let me go up. Let me go up. Oh, okay. Okay, Shell. Take care. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you for that, Lucinda. Appreciate it. Oh, cool. Hi, Pip. Thank you, Pip. Thank you, Autumn. So I'm just going back. Natalie. And going live with. Okay. Okay. How do we do this? Okay. Yeah, you know what, guys? You guys have been helping me because I had a lot of density, but I obviously must have been holding on to messages for people because I feel so much better. Like I just feel lighter. Yes, thank you to my beautiful moderators. Love you guys, my cousins. Natalie, she's still here? Sorry. Natalie? Yeah, well, you know, I'm pretty casual with my chat. If you want to learn from me, I'm pretty just how you see me now. That's how I'm going to be in the chat. I have no idea. Oh, can you send me a guest request? What can I send you a guest request? Oh, here we go again. I want to do this, guys, but I don't know how to do this because I just push live and go. Okay. How do we... How do I send them a guest request? Well, what won't let me say is I need access. See, I don't know why it does that. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm so sorry, Natalie. Why is it doing that? I don't know how to send you I don't know how to send you a request. Do I just put interact? Nope. Multi-guest. No request yet. Co-host. Try the co-host button. Okay, I've got to find her user. Wouldn't it be in your settings? Let me have a look. Why does she need access? Anybody do this? Know what to do? We did this happen last time too, but Natasha knew what to do. And is her profile over 5? Oh, it has to be over 500? I thought it was 100. It's because she's private. Oh, okay. Even if you just unprivate during this session, and then you can change it and make it private again. And then if you'd like to come on live. We need to. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's see if that. And then send me a guest request. Take your time. Alright. Where's Matt? While Natalia's doing that, I think I'm going to do Matt. Are you still here, Matt? Well, actually, Matt, do you want to have a personal private reading? Oh, hang on. It's close. I'm still here. Alright. Okay. Alright, Matt, stay close. I'm going to do the Natalie. And then I'm going to read your card. Okay, try now. Send me a friend request? Guest request? How does she send a guest request? Send it to you. So let's click on the profile. No, look. Okay. Image. Are you able to send me a friend request, a guest request? I know. These tarot readers that don't know how to work their technology. Oh, thank you guys. Gosh. Thank you, appreciate that. Okay, Natalie, I'm just going to read your cards because I think you need 500, Natasha did say. I thought it was 100. I actually thought it was 100. Thank you, guys. As a guest. Because I keep saying... I know that's frustrating too, eh? It is frustrating. I'm glad you guys... Can we get you some followers? Can we follow? Yeah. Live access is needed to go live as a guest. What does that? How do we do that? How do we do that? Does anyone know? I think I need to speed it up, guys. Because I don't know all the things. I will actually have to research this at some point. Okay. Research it and find out what the hell we're going to do so we can get people on live, because I'd love to have at least one live reading, so that everyone can share in that that wider, that spirit, for people that actually receive the healing. Yeah, she has to get over 500. Okay, sorry, I had told my moderators it was 100. So I'm going to read Matt right now, and then I will do Te Ata Whai. I'm just going to be here till we get through our list, alright? So don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I actually feel really a lot better. And if anyone feels tense in their body, please go and visit lovely Nas-T80, because I think when I tapped into his energy, but then I also felt a lot lighter with everybody that keeps coming in. Yes, Natalie, I'll still give you a reading right now, but I just wanted to do one live, just to have that connection. So we'll just have to do it this way. So hopefully this helps. So let's go, Natalie, let's do it. We'll just get into it, and hopefully next time you come in, you have 500, we might be able to do a live. All right, so I'm going to get grounded. I'm going to ground into my energy, into your energy, into weaving like a plait or a braid. You're finding it hard to say something. I don't know why, but my throat just locked up. Sorry. Grounding down into the energy, deeply down into the earth. I'm going to knock at the door of your spiritual house. And all you have to do is open the door and say yes. So I'm just trying to raise up your vibration right now by taking your energy down and grounding down deeply. You may be a little bit afraid of what comes up. It's okay. But whatever, only say something or reveal something for your highest good and for love and good intentions towards you. It's just allowing your energy to trust me. Have you got clear audience? Or do you hear things, voices sometimes speaking? Hear music pop in, like a radio station like me? Just randomly? I feel like you've been carrying a heavy load too. My back aches. Working hard. I'm going to say it, but it doesn't mean it in the way that it means. It's just a phrase that I have, and I had no rest for the wicked. Have you been naughty? No. That's a joke. You haven't been naughty. Well, within reason. It's not everybody's a saint. weird because I'm getting that song, you know, what is it? I've been walking my head up to the sun. Yeah, a lot of hardships in your life. You've had to overcome a lot of stuff, a lot of injustice. It's okay, you can trust me. I just want to hold my hand out to you. My hand is in the camera. Offer you peace and love. And I want to let you know that you're not alone. There's a lot of spiritual people that love you, and I feel emotional saying that. Don't let your heart be heavy. Sometimes the mighty must overcome great mountains. And you might be tired from climbing those mountains. But at some point, you're going to reach the top. You can release it from you. Let it go. You know what? People can judge you however they want. They don't know your circumstances. They don't know your situation. They don't know what you've been through. So they can look at you and they can judge you all they want. But they don't know. You're not bound to this. You're not chained to this anymore. This has been heavy. Whatever this is, maybe an accumulation of things. You need to let it go. I see your heart. It's still in there. Still has a light. It's still beating. No matter what the world did to you, or what life has done to you, your heart is still good. I see it. See what comes forward. Sorry. I know that can be a lot, whether it resonates or not, but I felt that. I could see your heart just beating away. You know, I don't like that. And I don't care if I get emotional about it. But sometimes people with the purest hearts go through the hardest shit, man. And it doesn't twist them like it should. So you've got every right to be angry and frustrated and bind it to you like you've been, someone's put that on you. But you can actually let it go. That way you can be free of it. That way that mountain doesn't seem like a mountain anymore. Yeah. You have divine wisdom. Yeah. And it's a house card. See that? Yeah. I know what you mean. But there's like, how can I describe it for you? So I always say to people, you know, imagine yourself in the future without pain, without suffering, without trauma, completely healed. What does that person look like to you? What is she doing? And then allow your imagination, your creative mind, your intuition, your soul to bring that image forward. Because what I'm seeing is someone that helps people. Maybe in the medical sector, or someone who cares for people. Oh. Okay. You know, it's often, okay, this is going to get a little bit deep. Sometimes we're given our special little gifts to do a specific function in the world. And sometimes we go through a lot of pain and suffering because when it's needed, we can empathize with those suffering and in pain. And a lot of the times, you know, people with a pure heart, they always have to do the hardest jobs. And what I got was, I always feel like I'm the angel of death. You know, whenever you either love someone or get close to someone, they always go. But that's not a curse, that's a gift. We often think death is bad, but it's not. It's actually a new beginning, just like many things in our lives. I call it the next level. Going next level, you're taking someone to the next level. You have. But yeah, once again, clear audience. Listen to the guidance that you're getting. And it's learning to shut the mind down. Slow it all down. Yeah. And that's, you know what? That's a hard part to do. And many people, we're not given the tools or the knowledge to know how to let go. We have to find those inside of us, right? We have to find the tools to allow us to release and let go. Death is not always a negative. You know, I was thought to myself, you guys, my name's given in. You get the stories, but I share my experiences. When I was heavily pregnant with my daughter, and my nan was in the room opposite me. And so I was getting up to pee a lot because, you know, you're pregnant, you pee a lot during the night, right? And I'd get up, and my nan suffered from angina. So, you know, it was pain in her chest. And every night I would get up and she would be suffering. And I'd see her and I'd go, "You all right, Nan?" And she'd go, I'm okay. She wasn't sleeping. And I'd get up in the morning and my breakfast would be made, the house would be clean. My Nan was a superwoman. She'd still get up, do her morning prayers, and then she'd go and clean up the house and make me breakfast. You know, M&M cookies was her specialty, chocolate cake. And when she passed, I felt happy for her because I knew there was no more suffering, you know, in her energy for her. That the body that she lived in had served its purpose and her soul was ready to rise. So if you've had a lot of grief in your life and you miss people, they're actually in a better space. They really are. Because it's the body that's the density, it's the body that holds it, and they're still there. The them that you knew, that you know, still exists, that energy, that personality. It's just in a totally different form. You know, and it's hard letting go of that. Hard letting go of someone who was a lot to you as a person. But I knew she was ready to go too. She went with no regrets. Maybe a little bit sad, of course. It's hard to let go of this life. But yeah. Yeah, some people, yeah. Thank you for that. Well, I think for you, Natalie, it's just you're ready to let that go. Whatever guilt or something that you've held onto, that you've carried with you, it's ready to be released. And with divine wisdom, I'm sorry that overtook. But I felt it. As soon as I tapped into your energy, I just felt my throat close up. And it's not because I need water, which I do. But it's because I knew that it was something for you hard to release something with truth, or finding it hard to say something. But with divine wisdom, I think you're just at a space now where you can actually let things go and release them, because if you hold them, they will make you unwell. Energy is made to flow, not to stay and become stagnant, because when it does, it turns very negative. So, yep, I would say get some cleansing going on, salt water, the ocean while it's still warm. Get some karakia or prayer going. Ask for angelic assistance. Anything that you believe, whatever your belief system is, see a healer and get that healing. It needs to be done for you. And then just remember who you are. When you look forward into the future without pain and trauma or suffering, and completely healed. And remember who that person is, or that image that came forward, and then set a goal to each day move towards it. And you'll find, when you're not in resistance to the divine path that has been set in front of you, to the divine knowledge of the universe, to the divine wisdom, and you become in flow with it, that things completely change. Not easy, never easy, but better for you, for your life, for your soul, and for your reality. So thank you, Natalie. Really, that made sense. Yeah. You'll hear them more too. The thing is, when you get into that space of healing, you hear them more. You heal, and then you hear them better. Or it's more like all the stuff that would occupy your mind and distract your focus and just chat. When you heal, that kind of quietens down, so you can hear that sweet, subtle voice of spirit or intuition or your soul speaking. Yes, that's a lovely way to look at it. Well, a good way of looking at it. Rust, stagnancy, right? When something they calcify, they go like this. You know, this is actually underneath. This is a beautiful clear quartz, but left over time, look what happens. Even though this is actually very powerful for grounding, but it turns to rust. And that beautiful shine of this crystal quartz cluster, you don't see. It's been oxidized. You know, compared to something that is more clear, even though there's still parts of it that aren't perfect, that are flawed, it still shows that the energy flows through it. Yeah. If you can use crystals as a way to create the metaphor. Thank you, Matt. Oh, I'm going to do Matt's card first. Sorry, I had said I would do Matt. My head buzzes a lot, yeah. Well, when it's buzzing a lot, it needs to be, it's sort of like settling it down. So if you see my process or how I sort of ground down, you don't have to imagine interlocking with someone else's energy. You can just imagine your own energy grounding down, down into the energy, down into the earth, and breathing it out. And just imagine like a root system, or a very strong root system going down and down and down. And the more deeper you go, the higher your vibration rises. It is. I love the way it was just explained, and I wouldn't do it any justice to explain it. But that's literally what it is. It's that equal exchange, highs and lows. When you go down, you actually go high. That's the counterbalance. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Okay, thank you, Matt. All right. I'll do these. Tiata. Tiatify. Sorry about that. I didn't read what was going on. But thank you, Natalie. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps anyone else that was listening and watching. And I'm sorry, sometimes the mind get like that because I like to connect to people that need deep healing. That's my whole vibe. Very welcome. Chatify? Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. All right. So you may have seen my my creative process, and that just allows our energies to mutually connect and find a safe space, to sort of show. So what I mean when I say spiritual house, it's just the way that I translate your energy, because some people just dive deep into people's energy, but sometimes you got to zoom out so you look, from the outside in, as a form of respect and asking for permission to enter. Well, why I say house for us, we know it's like a meeting house. First you stand on the pie, you do the formalities, and then you go in and you have a guy, or you have a chat and discussion. So I do it in that process. But I just do it in a way that's a little bit more general for everybody else. Alright. So I'm going to ground down into my energy, into your energy. Okay, I just heard a song, Flowers, by The Emotions. I like that, sorry. Ground down into our energy, into weaving like a braid, like a plait. Grounding down into the earth. I'm going to knock at the door of your spiritual house. Yeah. I like that. And I'm going to, all you have to do is open the door and say yes. So I'm getting very strong Māori symbols for you. I described a meeting house, and thus I was met with a meeting house, which I like. Very strong family roots. That's home too. Like I like that, whānau, family. I'm just going to speak very plainly. I feel like you mediate for people. You mediate in discussions. Like if people have conflict, you will be the calm voice in the crowd. Hey, let them have their. Like I feel like this is your energy. Not much will rattle you unless it's something close or personal. Mm. You know, I'm just going to say this. You hear the heartbeat of the earth, which means you probably have a very natural, high vibrational space. You're very natural, connected to nature, which I love, which are, you know, indigenous philosophies and practices. I see, yeah, hills, green, grassy hills and rolling hills behind, which is interesting because usually I would see it as a desert, but I mean I see lawn and green grass and rolling hills behind the marae. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of detail, which is good. Which means you may be very articulate and or very observant in your own, with your own energy and other people's energy. I see you wearing a cloak as well, so you may, I want to say, be of high ranking or held in high regard, either within family or within your workspace, or in the space where you're mediating between people. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah. Did you recently graduate from something or finish something? Because I feel like, you know, you got dressed up. They're just showing me your character, which is of honor, mana, trust. You could be trusted. That's good. Okay. I'm going to step back. I don't know. Are we related? Feel like I know this place. I keep looking. I'm trying to find it in my memory. Alright. So let's see what comes forward with the cards. Okay, I heard that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Where's my name's engagement ring? I don't know. Okay, guys, I don't do those kind of readings. Are you in there? Yeah, current energy. Sorry, I don't do those kind of readings, guys. But your tarot card, no, I've sort of I had to step back from that space because I felt comfortable and at home in the scene that you presented to me. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Or it's a yearning to go home. But I felt comfortable there, like I had been there, or that it was a familiar place to me. Yeah, hopefully that made sense. And here we have the Star card, which I really, really like for you. So there's a wish fulfillment is one of the meanings of this. It can be an illumination of something. But yeah, like I said, for some odd reason I get a really strong mediation or mediator or that kind of energy for you with the Star energy, Aquarius. But this is about something coming right or aligning within you. It could also mean an illumination, so you may be also stepping into the spotlight of something. Like I said, I felt like you were of high regard. Maybe getting a lot of acclamation, a lot of of distinguished notability. Like it feels very proper. But in a way that's like you've worked hard for that. But also a lot of it came quite naturally too. Like there was that balance of work hard, play hard, that kind of thing. Okay. There might be a little bit of sadness in your energy. You may wish, like if you were going to be doing something of importance, having a certain person beside you. You know, maybe a family member that's passed, you might miss them. And I would say that don't worry, because for me, my true and knowing belief is that they're actually with you. You just don't, you know, you don't see them. But in some way, shape or form, you'll feel them and know that they're there. They'll show you signs prior. They'll give you signs and synchronicities. They'll speak to you even in a song, in a language in which you can perceive them. But there was emotions that the flower song, how's it go? Let's sing it. I actually like the song, and I've actually put a few messages to the song. I'm going to grab my water. I'm going to keep my eyes closed because I'm just holding the image. But as soon as I tapped into the energy, I heard that song, which was Emotions. The Emotions flower. It goes, there we go. Sorry, I get nervous. It goes. It's a hard note to sing. If anyone knows that song, it's kind of high. It says, have you a feeling to shine your light? Oh God, I forgot the words. Okay, but I know the middle. It says, we hold the key to the world destiny. So hopefully, if that song resonates with you, I feel like you really do have star qualities, star energy. I feel like you know this. Like, I don't want to say I hope it resonates, because I feel that I know this, and you know this too. Well, it may not be in the way in which I'm articulating it, but I feel like it is. Like, I feel really strong about that. You have star-like qualities. You might have always been told that, you know, like when I see my auntie, one of my favorite aunties, Auntie Gurley, she always goes, "You're my soul star, my soul star," because we're born on the same day, with the same birthday. So she knows how I feel. She usually will indicate to her, you know, or confirm to her how she's been feeling too. So we usually feel the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I'm getting for you, Teatafai. Sorry about the singing. Why Tahanui? Okay. Yeah, I saw it like clear as day, and I felt comfortable there. As I said, I felt like I'd been there, but I may not have actually been there. But the scene was so clear, as if I was sitting on like the grassy lawn out the front, you know, not in the pai, but and just observing and looking around. It was so still and crisp too. Like the image was very crisp. Was that? Did that make sense though? Can you just let me know if that actually was correct? Just say yes or no. It's just for my ego. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Thank you. I appreciate that. That made me feel good. I liked your energy. We still got one more bag left. Sorry guys, this is probably going to run late today. Hi Regan. I have a list, and I may not be able to give you a reading today, but because I do a whole connection thing. But I am going live also on Thursday, Saturday maybe, depends on timing, and definitely Sunday, where I'm going to be giving a lot of stuff away. So keep an eye out for me. I'm giving away crystals and some of these. I'm just like eking them out though, so you know, guys, I'm not just gonna go whoo, give them all away and then I've got nothing for the rest of the week for you guys. So just for random people. We've still got one more bag left, so yeah, sorry Regan. But if you come in, if you see me go live, if you follow me and see me go live, get in fast, put your name down with my mods, and then we'll set you up. But if you'd like a private reading with me, I am available definitely next week, guys. Please can you just allow me this week, because I'm in isolation and private space, quiet space is limited. But next week my schedule is clear. I've actually got a lot this week. My schedule is clear next week, and you just private message me here and I will send forward the details. I definitely need water. Do this. Oh yeah, okay, awesome. Water. So you know, water is really important when you do spiritual work, because when you interact on that spiritual plane, your body burns hot, and so you can dehydrate. And also water is a conduit. You know, water is represented by intuition. Intuition is represented by water too. Like clean filtered water too, or natural spring water. I mean, I'm in the city, so I have to have the special water. What is that one? Not treated. You know, where you got to go, and it doesn't have any chemicals in it. Yes, that's right. If you've also had a reading from me, I should have said that earlier. I forgot. Especially if it's been deep and really connecting with you, just drink water as well, because my healing energy will stay with you for a little bit. Matt next. Okay, Matt. Come on, Matt. Oh, you guys. Yeah, I'll give Matt a reading. Thank you. Thank you to Lucinda and Matt. Okay, Matt. So, it's different for everyone, and I know you want a career-orientated thing, but if I can move forward into your energy, and if this comes forward, and I feel like it will, because I feel like we've been actually over the live. I've got my eyes closed. Over the live, actually connecting in, just quietly. Hang on, guys. You have to be patient. I know my readings are 5 seconds long, and it can be quite lengthy. So please be patient. Okay, Matt, so you've seen me do this process over and over, but if you'd like to do it with me, it allows for greater connection. So I ground into my energy, going down into your energy, interweaving like a braid, like a plait. Do you have Nordic lineage? No. I just heard Nordic. So you may have actually very strong lineage outside of New Zealand, if you're in New Zealand or Australia, or even overseas. Gosh, it could be overseas. So I'm going to ground down into the energy, ground down deep into the earth. Who has blonde hair? Okay, I know that's very vague, but they just said blonde hair. I'm going to knock at the door of your spiritual house. And all you have to do is open the door and say yes. So I'm just going to linger and let what comes forward. Okay. So, Matt, what I want to say and what I feel was, it was subtle, but it's really hard for you to trust people. Trusting, like it's a trust issue, or their words, or what are behind their words, because I feel like you might have a little bit of sensitivity to people's intentions. So that's energy sensitivity, whether you're aware of that or not. So sometimes when people speak, you know that there's always something hidden behind what they say. It's like like you're a natural lie detector. And that's what becomes very confusing for you, because it feels like they want to help, but there's something in you that knows that they may not necessarily have that good intention for you. But you're reasonably humble too, which is hard. You work hard, or at least you try. And it's not just mean career. It doesn't just mean career. It could just mean anything that's important to you. You put time and effort. You do have a little bit of baggage though. Like I'm seeing a garage next to your house. So for me that always indicated a little bit of baggage, but usually that's baggage placed upon you by others. It's like a storage space that other people have put their stuff on you. So yeah, but everything's a little bit neutral in the house. So you may often struggle with standing out, or not a struggle, but you may have personalities around you that are a lot more, I want to say extreme, but the first word that came forward was vibrant. So you might have flamboyant type of personalities around you, and usually when you're quiet, you usually attract people with the opposite, right? With flamboyant personalities. Either that or you do. It could be opposite. I could be reading it backwards, but I highly doubt that I am. So it's often a struggle, because you have a lot to give and you have a lot to say about things, but often those personalities can dominate the time and space in which you're given to share with people. And that's because you're a good guy, and good guys always the ones that need to talk. She feels the need to talk more than me, so I'll just I'll be a good guy and step back. But that can be very frustrating, and can sometimes make us a little bit bitter when we hold back all the time. Because at some point we just want to be free, we just want to be free to be who we are and to be accepted and listened to and cared for in the way that we deserve, because it's the way in which we give to others. Yeah, but it's okay. You can relax. A lot of tension in the shoulders. You always have to hold good form. You're respectful to people. You hold yourself. Sometimes you just want to lie down and be a slob too, Be normal. Be messy and disorganized. I'm actually not messy. I'm quite clean, but I'm just disorganized in my mind. It's sort of like that. Sometimes you want to just be like that too. Why can't you be like that? You were just taught better. I just heard your mother taught you better. If it wasn't your mother, it was someone that you hold in high regard. They taught you better. That's why. That might have been a lot of expectation on you too, which can create a lot of pressure. And then you put that pressure on yourself as an adult because that's expected, which is hard. Times are changing. We have to change our mindset too. So let's pull a card, eh? Let's just step back from that and pull a card. Yeah, did you hear it? Did you hear it? They speak. Yeah. It's like I want to be free to do what I want. I'm free to do what I want any old time. Like I want to be like that, but so much holds me down. That's what I got from these cards as soon as I saw them. So I had the Knight of Wands in reverse, okay, and the Four of Swords upright. So for me, what the Four of Swords said for me was it was a little bit hermit. You know what I mean? Hermity. And then you have the Knight of Wands, which upright is like playful energy, but in reverse, it's like held back. Does this make sense? Oops. Okay. I know. Does this make sense? But yeah, I think what you need to do, or it's almost like, you know, like you might be someone that avoids crowds, because as soon as you step around people, they drain you. Ah, that's what that is. Yeah, okay. That's why you feel, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Okay. I'm going to sing this to you, Matt. You know, your spirit guides always want you to get out of your comfort zone. And at some point you have to find your voice. So I'm going to sing this to you just a little bit. Hopefully I remember the words. They always tell me, like I always remember what they sing to me, but when I try to search for more words, I forget. So if I forget mid-sentence, I'm so sorry. But it says, okay. Do you know the band Roxy? Listen to your heart when it's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. Roxy, listen to your heart. I feel like when it comes to decisions in your life, that's the place you need to feel it. Because I feel like with you, why that came in, like I remembered the words to that. So, you know, I was about 12 when I learnt that song, and I knew all the words because I was in love with the guitarist of Roxy. Yeah, I'm that old. But it's more about settling yourself down, to allow proper guidance to come forward. Because what I can do is I can purely suggest, but only you yourself will know the true guidance you need for your situation. And the best indicator of guidance is your heart. And I've been saying that a lot to different people. Listen to your heart, because your truth will exist there. And like I said, like what was I getting in your reading when I tapped into your energy was that you know, it's a change of the times. The times are changing, and the philosophy of working hard, grinding, you know, destroying yourself for a job seems seems less attractive now. So it's more about using your energy and your skills and your talent in a way that's used more smarter and more efficiently than hard and rough and where you get treated like absolute crap. Because you don't deserve that. You actually know a lot, and the sooner you stand up for yourself, this person might actually shut the F up. Because whatever they're doing, whatever's going on with them, that's a lot about, you know, like when people come forward like that, they either have a lot of pressure on their shoulders, so they then place it on their team members, right? Or and B, pressure from their own life that puts more pressure on their career, and then they just put more on their team members. And then they forget that you're human. So I know it's hard to come out and go raw mother sucker, raw. You know, but at some point enough has to be enough. And maybe a career change. Okay. This person, your boss, has a lot of pressure from outside forces, away from the job, and also within the job. She's becoming very overwhelmed by her role, and she's not doing very well mentally. So you're getting a lot of that. You might see cool, calm, and collected on the outside. Well, actually, you're not seeing cool, calm, and collected, are you? But she's the one with the dominant energy, flamboyant, or more like theatrical and dramatic. But that's not fair, and that's a toxic environment that you don't deserve to be in. Okay? So that's what I'm going to say about your career, and I hope that made sense. And I appreciate all your gifts, but I feel like I want to step back, because I think it's time for you to step forward and allow yourself to be strong. Like, stand your ground, but don't stand your ground, stand up for yourself. And it doesn't have to be a roar, because I feel like it wants to roar, but you can do it in your calm, regulated way. Take a deep breath, get balanced, and then speak your mind. Okay? Because, man, it has to come to an end of toxicity for sure. Gather support, gather research. Holy moly! Thank you. Appreciate it. Wow, that's awesome. But yeah, and you know what I mean by that, right? You know what I mean. Gather support, get your research, and then lay down some mother-sucking facts. Because that's what counts where you are, isn't it? Factual stuff. Not feelings, like how she's bringing all her feelings to work. Or, you know, just aggression. It's not needed. So thank you, Matt. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. I feel very humbled by that. But thank you, Matt. That's right. It's not fair. But it's not so much even that. It's what about the rest of your team members that haven't yet found that strength or that voice to speak? So if you feel that she's doing that to you, she's doing it to everyone. She has an imbalancement, they just said, of yang energy, which is aggression. So it might be a chemical imbalancement. I'm getting a lot of messages for your boss. She needs to detox herself as well. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. If it's getting too much, or just take some time out. Because really, if you want to have a productive team, and this is something that I learned when I was young, because I used to work, I was 18 years old, and I was like a supervisor because I was just a good worker. And I knew, because that's how I am. I'm a fair, I was a fair team leader, basically, because I would get down and do the work as well, because I was a worker, and so I knew the kind of pressure that my team were under, and so I gave them incentives. I would bring them chocolates to work. I would thank them every night for the work that they did, because I appreciated it, because their hard work made me look good. But you don't disrespect the workers that have to do things for you, because that's not how you get productivity. You raise them up. You raise them up. And then people want to do things, and then they'll just keep doing it without all the conflict and stuff, without all the pressures and the hatred being at work. So a real good leader actually raises up their team, and instead of diminishing them. That's right. When you feel appreciated, you work harder for anybody. That's right. So you're going to find your strength. That's why I said I wanted to step back, and that allowed you to step forward. But don't forget to stay calm and balanced and bring forward your truth. That's right. But not for you, for everyone. We're all in this together. That's what I just heard. So, yeah, thank you, Matt. Thank you very much. Holy moly, you guys. Thank you, Lucinda. All right, how many we got left? That's right. I always thank my team, and I was 18 when I knew that, because I knew what it was like to have a shitty boss making you feel like crap, and it was just weird. I just got promoted really fast because I was quite productive, and I knew to treat my my team members, which was like 10 people at the time, well, because that's how I would have liked to be treated while I was the worker. How many we got? Because I've still got to give away one more bag. Where's Ash? Ash? Ash. Oh, you want a reading, Lucinda? You want a card? Have you picked someone for our last bag? Thank you, guys. I've got one more bag left. I'll hide the crystals so I can reveal them to you. Okay. Is Tracy here? Oh, it's okay. Are you in New Zealand or Australia, Talia? Because those are the only two areas. Okay. I think Tracy's gone. So I'm going to do Lucinda because I want to thank her for all the generosity that she sent me. Okay, Lucinda. Thank you. Thank you for your generosity. So as you know, my process... Oh, grab the cards. Oh, before we start, sorry. I just scull up some water. Glug glug. I'm nearly finished, bro. I actually feel really energized. Sorry guys, I need to go out, bro. Take your charger out there. Because I need to concentrate. Awesome. Isolation. Okay. That's alright. Stay there then, but be quiet. Just for now. Okay, so listen, as you've seen my creative process. So we'll do this together. And so, do you guys know what I do when I do this? It allows me to see telepathically into your energy. Not that I say that I am one, but that area for me is really unlocked. So I'm just going to use it and allow those messages that need to come forward to come forward. So I'm going to ground down into my energy, into your energy. Grounding down into the energy together. Grounding down deep into the earth. Okay. I'm going to knock at the door of your spiritual house, Lucinda. All you have to do is open the door and say yes. While I was doing this, just so you know, while I was doing the creative process of connection, I could hear someone whispering extra words. That's why I was adding extra words in. So you may have a spirit guide. They really want me to deeply connect to you in a way that is opening for you. Opening. I'm feeling a bit of pressure on my crown, so you've had a lot on your mind. And it's, you know, the downside to when we have a lot on our mind is that it can become very confusing to understand the guidance that wants to come in. So I'm getting it on this ear. For me, left is always a feminine energy, but someone whose energy is glowing white, so they have good intentions, which is good, and they're staying close to me as well. Yeah. And I know because my crown will start, like I feel tapping, but it's like electricity when spirit comes in. So they definitely wanted you here and now. So that's probably why you felt called to me. I would say, and I'm just going to put this out there, you may be part of my soul tribe. Yes. Or at least in this time you'll feel very drawn to my healing and my teaching. Yeah, I do feel a bit of dull ache, so there could be a lot of negativity that's been around you as well, which is why it's causing so much confusion. And I can tell I'm getting tired too, so please be patient. When I start to really stutter, and I know that it can often be that I'm starting to get tired. I felt the sun come in. I like that. So there is hope, okay? If you're worried that it wasn't going to work out the way it should, have hope in your heart. Yeah. You have support. A lot of people forget that. And I did a reading today with a beautiful soul, and I said it right at the beginning. When she turned her light on, when she discovered her light again, her aura, everything about her just went boom. She just lit up with this beautiful, glorious glow. And I saw it, the light come back into her eyes. And I feel like that for you too. You just got to remember your light. Find it. Like I said to Lucy prior, that you got to come online. And I don't mean online as in TikTok or online. I mean online in the conscious collective consciousness. But they said conscious collective, which is an openness to be aware. A lot of things have been shifted because it needs to be shifted out of your space. So people may have fallen away. Situations may have turned bad where you've had to let them go. This is a realignment of your energy. Mm. Mm. Oh, this is very encouraging. Yes, dear. I like that. Sorry, I hear them. It's hard to describe what I hear, but it's like my clear audience. But it's like Spirit speaks to me, and I hear it in my ear, but I don't hear it in my ear. I hear it in my whole head. But it's that it's like my body processes it by leaning to where I hear it or sense it. Okay, so you have, I'm just going to say this, you have an inherited gift or light. So others before you in your female line may have had this gift and ability. You may have been told about it too. There may be a history of it, knowing. Or you may have just said, that one's got a gift, you know. Sometimes we don't always fully acknowledge it and be like a neon sign. But there's a lot of white light in your energy that's surrounding you right now. So they've been trying to help you. They've been trying to support you. And because, thank you. Your light got very, very dim at some point. And they were trying to boost you back up. It was almost like life support. Yeah. Okay. Something, they just said something egregious happened. Egregious. I have no idea what that means, but I'm sensing it's a bad word. Some kind of, something bad happened. And, you know, like a lot of people will say that, oh, something bad happened. So I sensed something negative happened, and it dimmed you right down. This could have been a partner, I sense. Maybe a partner might have been a little bit dangerous at a point, if that makes sense. Very threatening to you, stalking. Hopefully that's not correct. I would hate that for you. And this has caused many, many sad nights, sad days. It's almost like life has done everything it can to dim your light. But whenever you've needed light, they've been giving it to you. Like the sun coming in, you know, when you need it the most. I'm getting a lot of light language. That's how they give it to you. Okay.
I'm tired.
Shh. Okay. Yeah, okay, so you're just meant for a more high vibrational space. You need to create a sacred sanctuary, sacred space for you. Crystals, plants, flowers, candles, divination tools, a creative working space. I see a lot of shelves with books as well, knowledge. I see frosted glass, I don't know why, but it's like when I look through the windows, they look like dimples, like if you were to run, it's like the old school, like if you're from New Zealand, you may not be, like old school, you know, toilet doors, like an old dorm, like a quad building, and they used to have like for me, because I'm pretty old, like bumps on the windows, like it was frosted, but it was like it had a pattern. I don't know why I'm bringing that. So I might be fixating on just a simple detail that may not be relevant, but for some odd reason I saw that. So I'm going to pull a card. Let's see what comes forward. Oh, up straight away. Open up my eyes. Safe house. Yeah, I struggled with that word because I wanted to know. See, I was trying to find it. Safe house. Was I right about somebody? Alright. So I got this card for you. You got the Ace of Cups. Upright. 2. A new, loving beginning. This is where you get time to love yourself, to bring more light in, to bring more love in, to blossom. Because it's almost like you've been a plant, planted in the ground, you've gone through the seed part, now you're sprouting, and now you're waiting for the flower to open up and grow, blossom. This is the time of your blossoming. It is a new beginning, for sure. Many blessings coming in. Many blessings coming in, because once you align to the vibration in which they're sitting, which is love. This is a love card, right? Healing card, self-love card, new beginnings in love, new romantic ventures, all that good stuff. When you start aligning with that vibration, you attract it. You don't even have to work hard for it. It just comes. But for you, it's more like you've always been in high tide, overcome by waves, taken under by the current, and this is where the universe says, we'll just let you enjoy your life. And now it's in low tide. So now you can walk on the beach, you know, pick up stones and crystals and whatever you feel, explore what's been hidden under emotions. But yeah, definitely prospects of love in the future, real love, and many blessings to come in. One thing I always say, learn to fill your cup first. That way anything that overflows goes where it belongs and it doesn't diminish you. Alright? Thank you, Lucinda. Better times ahead, for sure. Better times ahead. Thank you, Lucinda. That's good. That's good. That's awesome. It's good. I'm glad. I'm glad that resonated. Because sometimes it's like, sometimes we just need to know we're supported, you know. We're loved, that we're heading in the right direction and get that confirmation, you know. Woo, but I am getting tired, so I need to give away this last bag of crystals. Thank you, Lucinda. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you, Matt. Oh, okay. Let's see. Once again, my cousin, another one where you're on the money. Thank you. Oh, choice, Agatha. Oh, sorry. Atalia. I wanted to say Agatha before too. Atalia. Okay, so thank you, Atalia. Congratulations. You have won this bag of crystals. Now this has a lot of this is purple fluorite, rose quartz. It also has ametrine, which is a mix of citrine and amethyst, and it has a special one in here. And for some odd reason, because I know I'm tired, I've forgotten, but it's actually a very, very they're kind of rare actually. I need to find out what it is because I've forgotten the name of it. It's not serpentine. Can you give me the name? It's one of my favorites. They said you should know the name. But I will find the name for you. So when I send you your little bags of crystals, yeah, I'll pull some out. It's this one. It's this one I use a lot in my healing. This is not coming forward because I know I'm a bit tired right now. And my mind goes blank when I go into channeling space. Purple fluorite. A little bit close. It's quite deep purple. Good for, I want to say detoxification. Ametrine, which is a mix of citrine and amethyst. There is more amethyst and a little bit of rose quartz. But to the ladies that get, to the two ladies that won my crystal bags today, I will put a card with all the crystal names and their meanings so you know what you're getting and what you're working with. So for me, it's just a purification of your energy, Atalia. And thank you very much for being in my life. So I will say Matt has won my free personal reading. I will contact you, Matt. Please follow me, Matt, if you're still here. Please follow me so I can find you. Because I better take down your username before I forget. Let's go right up. Just in case. Just in case. Just in case. Where are you? Oh, I was right. I was right, Lucinda. I didn't even know. I didn't even want to be right for that. Oh. My brother passed away. That's good. See? Wow. That's great confirmation for me too. So thank you guys. I'm just going to find Matt and his username. Where are you, Matt? Where is his name? Oh, hang on. Maybe I can go up here and have a look. Oh, Matt Barnett 89. Oh, I'm going to follow you, Matt, so I can find you. Oh, we're friends. Oh, awesome. And thank you, Matt. I will contact you. If not, I'll trust me, it's going to be tomorrow morning, and I'll give you the details. We can set up a time and have that session together in whatever platform you feel comfortable with. Thank you to my beautiful mods. If you didn't get a reading and you'd like to maybe get some crystals too, and I will be next live. I'll be giving away some of these mini tarot decks. If you're interested in that too, catch me on my lives, guys. So follow me. Appreciate you all. And until next time, ka kite anō. Lots of love and blessings to you. Sorry. And oh, okay. One more reading. Oh, I'm sorry. I was too busy trying to find Matt's name, so I didn't see that. Serpentine crystal? No, it's not serpentine. I thought that too, but this is serpentine. It's different. I know what it is, but it's not coming in. Pull Māori air. Yes, Matt. Yes, Matt, if you'd like to gift that, you can. It's completely up to you. That's actually really lovely. See, I knew you were a gentleman. Your energy is so on point with your character. You're a good guy. That's actually really nice. So yes, choose your person. That is, yeah. That's a beautiful heart. Natalie Roach. Oh, okay, awesome. Oh, that's so kind, because you know she needs it. I appreciate that. I'll write her name down right now. I think I'm following her. I don't know if she's still here, but I will contact her and let her know that you've gifted that to her. Or you can, if you want to. And I will talk to her. I will literally engage with her tomorrow. Thank you, Matt. That is so lovely. That's so lovely. Yeah, there's so much love in here. I'm like, I don't even want to leave you guys, but I know I'm getting tired. No, I'm getting tired. When I start stuttering, it always gets hard. So yeah, thank you for the follows and the likes and the gifts. This has been an amazing live. I actually feel better. I really do. Oh, sorry, Taya, Hedawini. I am about to end my live, but if you catch me when I go live next time and get in fast, you'll be able to get a free reading. Okay? That's right, and this is one of my philosophies, and I'll end it with you. The more you give away, the more you receive. Sometimes, like all my crystals, I love my crystals. It was really hard to pick which ones I wanted to give, but I knew that giving them would go to good homes that really need them. You know, like just like animals, just like pets and people. They're going to go to a space where they're loved and looked after. And yeah, I appreciate that, man. You're very wise. Very wise. Thank you, guys. Thank you to my beautiful cousins. Very, very. It's actually nice. I struggled with it because I'm like, no, but I knew that I have to, because I have to minimize. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, keep on the lookout for me, because I think Thursdays probably, I like to have a break in between my lives, because I give 100%. So I need that restoration. Thank you. Yeah, I've heard that before. That's good. That's good. That is in alignment with you. Alright guys, thank you. You have a great night too. Awesome. Take care. Yeah. Ka kite.